And we're back. Pardon My Jerk podcast is back, everybody. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. I'm Kyle. I'm here with Dunk and Roby. Say what's up, everybody.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Dunk, I'm giving you homework after this podcast, okay?
Oh, man, don't give me homework.
Yeah, get your pad and paper out. I want you to start, we're going to start workshopping a catchphrase intro for you. I think that's an element that this podcast is missing.
I'm keeping it simple, man.
No, we're the opposite of keep it simple in this podcast. I want over-engineering.
If anybody in the world was to not have a catchphrase, it would be Duncan Left Range.
That's what makes it better, though.
That's the truth. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even give a catchphrase with a straight face. I just laugh at myself, and my face would get all red.
That's what makes it better. That's what makes it entertaining for me. But we need a colorful catchphrase, honestly, from both of you.
You need like theme music. That's what you need.
I just don't think I can't deliver.
If you can find publicly sourced music that I can introduce to the podcast, Roby, float me a link to make that happen.
Yeah,
listeners, if you want to go ahead and DM me a link to some publicly available music.
Listeners can create some music for us. We got any musically inclined listeners out there?
We found it.
Create something for us.
You guys want to find me a catchphrase? Go ahead. Evidently, I need to do
Also, we're gonna hire a writer for Duncan.
Yeah, I don't have my own.
We can't pay anything, but
yeah, don't. Doesn't pay well, and you can't unionize. Dunk, I'm thinking maybe like quote a different 3-6 Mafia lyric every week.
Just Juicy J.
So for anybody out there listening, if I sound a little different, it's because of a particularly juicy storyline this week. Your boy got COVID.
I'll take.
Yeah, we don't need to dive down the COVID rabbit hole or anything like that. But yeah, I got it last week. Feel fine. I had symptoms for one day, shook it. I'm working out, kind of working my way up, but everything's fine. The only reason I'm even releasing this personal medical information is because this past weekend was the quarterfinals, which I qualified for and did not do well in because I was ill. So yeah, zero symptoms at all. It's just heart rate just like spikes like super fast every time I try to exercise at a high level of intensity. So yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, glad you're feeling better though.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it was just the timing on it's disappointing. You know what I mean? Had basically an online competition last weekend, and Dunk and I have a competition together this coming weekend, which we'll give you a live cast out of that.
Ew.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So
right on.
What's up?
What was so I guess we should just dive right into the quarterfinals then, right? That's a good segue.
Yeah, that's what us in the biz like to call a segue.
Oh, bam. So what was your what was your favorite workout that they released? Because I have my favorite that I didn't do any of them because I didn't qualify because I didn't do the open, but
I didn't qualify either. I did do the open.
But I have my personal favorite that I liked.
Personal favorite. I would probably say my personal favorite was probably the one that I enjoyed doing the least, and that was probably event 2 or test 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was your favorite?
The GHD pistol rope climb one.
As far as thought it was a crime that they made that the second test.
Why?
Imagine how many people were fucked from those 180 GHDs for the entire weekend. Because you had to have that one in by like Friday or Saturday, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was one you had to have in early.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That was the first.
I think that they should have made that like
batch.
They should have made that test 5. That way people didn't have to do that before the rest of them. In my opinion.
I kind of thought it was cool that they taxed
a lot of GHDs.
They taxed your midline, and then you had the 4-rep max front squat.
Well, more so taxed the shit out of your legs.
Yeah, your legs.
To a 4-rep max front squat.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool because that's how they would program it at the games.
Yeah,
like they wouldn't think about how sore everybody's going to be. And be like,
Right,
well, too bad.
The only thing I would agree with Dunk is more so like you had to hit a 1 rep max or 4 rep max front squat. Maybe we didn't need to do 180 pistols before that. On top of, had to do 120 wall balls, and you had to like, it was like a lot of legs. But I don't know. I was fine with the timing. That was fine.
I don't know. That many GHDs, that many pistols. I think I would have just threw in the towel after that one.
Well, let's go sequentially here. Let's talk our way through it. I did all the workouts. I did them all COVIDed up, but I did them. Let's start with test 1. What'd you guys think of that one?
Yeah, I like the workout. I would have liked that more than any workout that they did in the open. I like handstand push-ups though, like especially strict. Even though I'm kind of large, I'm pretty decent at strict handstand push-ups.
Yeah,
I like the little 1 minute break and then kind of tone down the skill level a little bit and go into the kipping.
that was. I thought it was interesting though, the back-to-back weeks of workouts with built-in rest. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought that same thing too, Roby. I was like Castor's kind of finding a stride on this, I feel like, because there's so much interval work that these pros do all the time. They don't do your normal, 13-minute MRAPs that you do in an affiliate. They do just intervals and intervals and intervals. And it seems like Castro is almost leaning into that a little bit. And like, these intervals are excellent tests of fitness. So we're going to do a little bit of kind of mix it up like that a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that workout was great. I thought it was a cool workout. I watched a couple of the elite guys' videos. Crazy times on some of those workouts, man.
There's some freaks out there.
Like, just you guys doing it. Just freaks,
I couldn't believe how like every time. I don't know why I'm still surprised with these guys, man. Like it was just understood. Like, oh yeah, everyone's gonna go unbroken, and it's all that matters is don't trip on the double unders and have quick transitions.
And
that's basically what it means. Like that's to finish in the top 50. That's you got to have like a perfect run.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Curious. Yeah, like you're changing a NASCAR tire. Like it's got to be completely like no mistakes anywhere. Like you have to be as efficient as possible. Yeah. It was definitely a creative test. Like when I did it, I was like, this feels a little kind of random, sort of like we kind of picked stuff with dice. But I think it was kind of a cool workout in that sense. Like you have to be a high skill athlete to do this, but the top level athletes are going to be able to express themselves in that sense. This was not the traditional open workout where everybody can do it, but the best athletes they're going to show out for that. It's like, no, you kind of had to be a high level athlete. You're going to get time cap pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I started with like what would hang most people up at the strict handstand push-up. So
yeah, I mean, the first movement right off the bat was super advanced.
Yeah.
Gymnastics movement, basically, for most people at least.
Yeah, but it was a fun workout. I thought it was cool. Like I love handstand push-ups, so and like I like dumbbell hang cleans, especially when they do them like that.
How'd your shoulders feel after that?
They're erect. Yeah, I didn't finish.
No.
Like I said, dude, I did all of them.
That's
pretty much at like 65%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to I didn't want to come out and push too hard, but I definitely wanted to get an honest score out there.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
So test 2.
Test 2, yeah. The GHD, rope climb, pistol squat, 60, 50, 40, 30, right? Was it around a 30?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. I thought this was the best out of the 5. I thought this was the more, because we haven't seen rope climbs in like this kind of setting before. So I thought that was really cool. Obviously, yeah, for normal people, 180 pistols, 180 GHDs is like a rhabdo machine. The best part out of all this was all the rhabdo memes on Instagram. But yeah, I thought it was cool. Like I watched my friend who she made the quarterfinals. I watched her video, watched her do it. Watching someone normal do it was very humbling because she's a fit chick, and even she was like, "Oh boy, this is bad."
Just so many GHDs. No, I don't feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people aren't used to doing that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but no, that's why it was so programmed so well, because it was this great thing. It was this great, well-designed workout, and that the best athletes were going to essentially sprint through it. I mean, shit, there were people getting it done in 15 minutes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, there was athletes getting that done in the 15 to 20 minute range or the 15 to 19 minute range that are elite athletes. But if you weren't an elite athlete, Castro didn't make it a 30-minute time cap. You know what I mean? It didn't need to be. So it was like, that's why it was programmed so well, because it didn't have a crazy long time cap on it. So like, yeah, if you're not doing GHDs a lot, like,
You're just not going to get through the workout.
you're not going to hang on the line that long to really, I think, hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, going from 60 into 50, I don't know. That's 60 GHDs shouldn't put you in a bad place.
Yeah.
And if it does, maybe you need to be doing like a little bit more core work.
But and I think people got to remember too, like the goal of this is to find the fittest person on the planet. Ultimately, you know, this is
competition.
That's just what we're doing here. Is what we signed up for. So
right.
I'm not upset about the workout. I think it just should have been a later workout. I think it should have been test 4 or 5.
Yeah, and okay. I like how it was like this bold workout on paper. You're like, holy shit, look at all those reps, and then the elites were still getting that done in 16 minutes.
I watched a couple of the elite videos. It's like they just went through it, no break, just kind of everything unbroken. Didn't even phase them.
It's nuts.
Crazy.
Nuts.
Crazy.
All right, I like that there was no
test 3. That was the
wall ball, calorie row.
Was wall balls.
This is the one that I would have liked the most personally, but that's just
if you could tailor make a workout for Duncan Leffridge, here it is.
Oh, by the way, Dunk, they could have done the front squat before that, just so you know, too.
Yeah, no, I know that there was like a weird order.
Once.
Yeah. I just know you had to submit that time before, like you had to submit the last 3 workouts.
You didn't know, so you didn't have to. So you can do they released them Thursday. Yeah. I could have gone and done my front squat Thursday, and then Thursday night and Friday morning, I could have done the first 2 events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
had different time frames. Yeah,
I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
But anyway, so wall ball row, 120 wall ball, 120 calorie row. That this couplet that Castro seems to be falling in love with, of wall balls and rowing.
I appreciate it. I really do.
That's a great. I think it's a great test. It's one of these how bad do you want it workouts.
Do you think it should have been a partition as needed? I think it could have been a little bit more fun that way.
I thought he was going to. You know what? It's a strong question to ask. He should it have been, because all the pros were going to do it 120 wall ball, 120 calorie row anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it would have been interesting. It would have shaken things up just a little bit, just to see if like people kind of played with it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I think it was fine straight up. Like I think the best came out on top, you know.
Yeah. But it's like there's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's a painfully boring workout to watch.
I mean, there's nothing exciting about it.
It's basically like a repeat of like 19.1, kind of sorta.
Anytime you get into like 100 reps of anything, it's just not exciting.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, here we go.
Side note, Travis Mayer apparently on multiple occasions has done Karen unbroken at 30 pounds. Yeah. Apparently wall balls are like his thing.
Does he not like himself, or
oh my god, how would you even try that?
It's like have to talk to somebody, or geez, man.
Like,
come on, bro, you got kids.
Dunk, have you done Karen recently?
No. I've done Karen with like a twist. Like I did I think it was, I can't remember what it was, but I had to do Karen, but every minute on the minute there was like a shuttle sprint.
Yeah.
I did 75 wall balls on Friday and was not a fan. So I did half of Karen.
Unbroken?
No, not unbroken. Good Lord. Come on, man.
With a 4-pound ball?
Yeah, it was actually with a balloon. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was actually just playing volleyball in my backyard. I said I did half Karen unbroken. All right, test 4, front squat, 4 rep max.
Ugh.
All right, test number 5. It was
Yeah.
Dude, I thought it was awesome. I love the videos came out. I mean, Sam Dancer hitting 450 for 4.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He didn't even finish first.
Let everyone know. You want to let everyone know real quick though, like don't forget who the fuck lifts weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget that I'm the
No, for
strongest.
real. Got that dad strength.
Because he still beat Griffin Roll.
Somebody beat him though. Hold on.
Yeah, I think
he
Dancer
didn't
took
finish
second.
first.
Yeah. I'd pull it up. I'm using my phone for this, so it would mess up the Zoom.
Yeah, I think Dancer took second. I mean, the person that beat him, I'm sure, is just a front squat guy.
Stephen Wallace. Stephen Wallace, 455.
Lordy. There was a female that hit 315.
I saw that. Was it 315 or 305?
I'm pretty sure it was 315. Because I saw the video. I was like, oh boy.
305 was Morgan Reynolds. I'm just looking at North America.
Still bananas.
Yeah. Good gracious.
The only thing I thought, like, this workout was what it was. It's it's just a max. It's fine. It's just like regionals. So it's going to be a heavy lift. The other thing was, I was like, Castro, you're really getting into front squats lately. He does the front squat, max front squat in the games, and then max front squat again for the quarterfinals. And we just front squatted in 21.3.
Yeah. Did like 900 front squats.
Yeah.
So,
what are you looking at over there, Dunk?
There was a chick from Spain that did 312. That was the highest. 312 was the highest.
Oh, really? I thought it was 315.
Oh, you're just going through all the leaderboards.
Yeah. It took me a second.
Okay. 312, man. Yeah, it'd be nice if CrossFit had like an aggregate on the site. You can just do overall, so we can actually like compare everybody.
I know. That makes it so much. It would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
Right. Cinco.
Test 5.
Yeah.
I like test 5. That's a fun one. Especially if you can just hold on to that bar.
I thought the different strategies you guys had was pretty interesting. Actually, before this, I watched Froning's video. I mean, he wasn't competing, but
what I don't like is that they didn't. I mean, I know that they couldn't do this, but like, it would have been cool if we could have got like a 36-inch like jump for the guys.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that it was 30 and 30.
I don't know.
I was like, why not do a box and a plate?
They should have just done like 24 and 30. I mean, it doesn't really matter because the girls did the same as all the other girls, but
yeah,
a 30-inch box jump isn't like crazy for a guy. I don't think. Not as crazy as it is for a girl.
I mean, I would say most of the elite guys are probably training with 30-inch box jumps, just so when they get to the games or the open or whatever, 24-inch box jumps are a joke.
I feel like they don't do that high box jumps though.
I would think a lot of the elite guys aren't even doing box jumps anymore. Like Roby's probably right. If they do them, it's probably 30 plus. But I think with box jumps at a certain point, when you reach a certain level of conditioning, maybe throw them in here and there. But it's like the risk is outweighed by the reward. And it's like when you think about the volume those guys are putting on their bodies, just rebounding 24-inch box jumps over and over and for thousands of reps. Alethea Boone experience.
You got to do it like once a month though, just because you don't want to go like 6 months without doing a rebound and then go to the games.
Yeah,
I don't know. That might not add up, but
maybe you'd probably be right. Probably right. But that one, something about it didn't feel right for me. Like maybe the rep scheme was a little weird or something like that. It was like, I don't know. It was cool though. It was good. It was a good workout. I liked it.
It was fun. It was a fun one to watch.
What's that?
It was a fun one to watch just because it's like a full sprint.
That's true. Yeah, those ones are always fun. The 2 to 3 minute workouts are fun. And it's another one where you're like, I saw it and I was like, are people going to do this touch and go? Lo and behold, that's exactly what they did, which is blew my mind too. I don't know why I'm still surprised anymore with these people, with what they're capable of doing.
I feel like they might have should have doubled the burpees just to like kind of, all right, you get strong people get the snatch, see if the little tiny ones can get the catch back up on the burpees and see which one outweighs the other. I don't know.
Yeah, like the burpees were kind of like a formality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like we just needed to put burpees in this workout.
Especially for the men. It was just like whatever.
Yeah.
But you're right. It. A lot of these events, if they were programmed in like a regionals format where we're at like a competition, like they would have been fun ones to watch.
Yeah.
So as far as like how I feel, like I think overall the test was great but incomplete. Then I think they needed one more event. There should have been an event 6 for
like a long endurance workout. Like what kind of workout are you thinking?
That's a good question. I'd have to think about what I would want to see. Probably something like something else in like that 10 to 12 minute range.
Yeah.
Like kind of that nice little sweet spot, like the 8 to 10 range, probably. Like that, like, you get those really good ones that like that nice sweet spot. If it's like a really good test, but it doesn't drag on to watch, like the 8 to 10 minute range would be good, because I liked all the events. We just didn't really see everything I think we could have seen or should have seen. Like there was no upper body pulling at all. We saw we really didn't see very much hip hinging at all either. So like it was really just missing, like there was nothing on rings. There was no ring work in the open or quarterfinals.
That had to do, I feel like that had to do completely with just, here's your equipment list. We're not going to overwhelm you with it, but here it is. Figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, is it any more overwhelming they had us do bar muscle ups, and like there's dumbbells and there's a full gamut of plates that you needed, and like I don't think that's valid to it. First of all, regionals was always 2 workouts a day for 3 days. It's just weird to me that they did 2 workouts, and then 1 2-minute workout, 3-minute workout.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised we didn't see deadlifts at all. Like I thought for sure there was going to be a workout with deadlifts in it.
Yeah, power cleans, kettlebell swing,
like something. Yeah. But,
just like a lot of stuff that we didn't see in the open, that we would see, like that I think is kind of fair game in a competition. Even stuff like, I don't know, double dumbbell snatches or devil presses or something like that.
Devil presses would have been interesting to see.
Those 50-pound bells.
Yeah, well, for elite athletes that's fine, but
there's your like heavy. That'd have been a cool like 963 workout, like 963 devils and ring muscle ups.
Yeah.
Ew.
Didn't they do devil's presses with like 80-pound dumbbells at Dubai a couple years ago?
Yeah, that was awesome. We've done that before. Like heavy devil presses are, I mean, they're miserable, but they're kind of a cool exercise.
It's not really a devil press. It's just like a
burpee clean and jerk.
Yeah. It's literally a burpee, then a clean and jerk.
But I like them. They're cool exercise. So, well, how did you guys feel about the test? I mean, did you feel it was valid? Do you think it was a good test? Do you like the workouts?
I liked it. I was definitely surprised that there was no like gymnastics, really, like pulling, no pull-ups, no chest to bars.
Right. No handstand. So that's another thing too. They told us we needed a 30-foot flat surface. They never used it.
That's true.
Yeah. That was the one thing I was surprised to not see any sort of like muscle ups at all. I was surprised to not see any deadlifts. It was just a very like kind of, it seemed like it was just very kind of like bare bonesy. Like here's the basics.
I don't think bare bones is the right word. Like, I think they didn't use all the tools that they should have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they could be they could be saving that for the semis though. It could be like, all right, we've now ramped it up a little bit. We've kind of turned the dial up to 9. Now we're going to turn it up to 10 when you get to the semis. And
I don't think you needed to save anything though, because that's going to be completely different because it's in like a competition format in an event like arena type deal.
Right, and everything's on the table at that point. You can throw anything you want at people as long as CrossFit approves it. So D-ball cleans, farmers carries, ring handstand push-ups, running on a true form, like, all that stuff is totally on the table now. Which, by the way, I'm super excited for.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really
cool. These North American ones are gonna be real interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be kind of cool to have like Omega regionals, Like we're gonna take everybody. Like
mega.
Yeah, like we had super regionals. Now it's like I don't know what the evolved form of that is, but I think it's gonna be awesome.
Mecca regionals.
Mecca regionals, yeah.
Shout out Godzilla vs Kong.
We can talk about that.
Great movie.
That movie was butt. Okay.
Oh, you're outside of your mind.
No,
with COVID is going to your head, bro.
No,
COVID's messing with your brain, man.
No, all right, let's table this for the last 10 minutes.
No.
Okay,
doing
fine.
it now.
We'll table for the last 10 minutes. We can get to Kongzilla talk because okay, we don't have to do it. Okay. So speaking of semifinals, with the semifinals coming up, I think we have some pretty interesting sort of storylines coming out, and there's definitely some athletes that need some shine that we should definitely talk about because I don't think it's I'm out of line in saying that the finish was unexpected.
Agreed.
I did not expect the leaderboard to look the way that it has coming out of the quarterfinals. So
except in Australia.
Australia, all the usual suspects did well in Australia.
Did anybody really check the leaderboard in Australia? Like,
no,
it's fine. we already know who's coming out of Oceania. We're good.
So, starting with, I have my phone out for this. So starting with the North American women, particularly interesting to me for sure. There weren't really any big names left out of the mix. It was pretty much all the usual suspects that you would think would be in there. But my girl, I guess she's my girl, Amanda Barnhart takes home the W.
That's surprising.
That was surprising. But I mean, if you think about the workouts, she's going to crush the row workout. She's going to crush the snatch workout because she's strong. A little surprised about like the handstand push-up one. She's a bigger athlete. But
see, the thing about it too is, you know what? This would be a great time for them to give us that aggregate leaderboard because I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm seeing Amanda Barnhart, Danny Spiegel, Mallory O'Brien, Emma Carey, who we'll get to, Brooke Wells is a top 5 at the top. Okay. And I'm like, damn, right? But it's also, they're basically competing against American women. So, of course, those are like the 3 fittest American women outside of Carrie Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Naturally, they're going to be at the top.
Yeah.
So, I would be very interested to see a side-by-side comparison of them with the European and Oceanic women involved as well too.
It'll be interesting. We talked about this before the pod, and I just want to go on the record at saying, I told you guys about Danielle Brandon. You made fun of me. You talked all that smack. Number 8. Just saying, she's a real deal.
Much smack. We just called you out for having a crush, man.
Doesn't matter. You follow your heart.
I think I would have been better off sticking with my honorable mention list as far as who was going to finish top 10. Because when I did my preseason power rankings, there's probably more women in the top 10 from my honorable mentions than there is from my actual list. Because I did shout out, I did say Amanda Barnhart was going to, and you guys gave me shit about it. But Danny Spiegel, Fee Sagafi, Danielle Brandon, Bethany Shadburn, none were on my list. All honorable mentions.
That was a good pull, Fee Sagafi.
I was surprised. I was surprised to see her name up there. Like I was like, yeah, we're gonna have some splaining to do on the pod.
No,
with that one. It's like
the surprising one to me was Reagan Huckabee. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
The number 2 coolest name in the Open this year. We'll get into the number 1 coolest name.
Oh, Jesus.
And then these teenage women, man.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Freaks.
17-year-olds.
Yeah, a 16-year-old. Emma Carey.
She's not even. She's 16.
Freak. I think Mallory O'Brien's 17.
Or just turned 7. I think she just turned 17, I think.
And then so it doesn't stop there either, by the way, with these teenagers, man. So Paige Powers is 18. She finished 23rd. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think it's Emma Lawson is another 16-year-old that finished 24th. As in, if we were still doing like the open gets you to the games thing, like she would have qualified at large. Nuts.
Crazy, man.
It's bonkers,
like, what are these
dude.
girls made out of?
Well,
how do you like? And you look at their front squats, because you look at them, you're like, oh well, the front squat's going to derail them. I'm like, how did you have this much time in your life to get this strong?
Dude, I feel like there's something in the water with like teenagers nowadays, because I constantly see a teenager's front squat, clean and jerk like 300 pounds. It's stupid.
I think Chalk Up posted like a 14-year-old squat cleaning 205 the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like my front squat.
Dude,
come on.
Emma Carey, 16 years old, and front squatted 257 for a set of 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane. Insanity.
Yeah, shout out. These girls are unbelievable. Like what they're I feel like they're not getting enough love, you know?
Just don't sleep on North American CrossFit in the next 4 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, well, America's back with the women, man.
Yeah, like
they're back.
They're coming back with a vengeance now. These chicks are going to be the real deal.
Alessandra Pacelli, 14th. Welcome back.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
Some Carrie Pierce was in a commanding position, and then you guys called me on it. It's those damn legs of hers. A 231 front squat dropped her 308th place on that event. To be fair, she also did not do well on test number 3, but
yeah, the front squat got a couple of the top athletes, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do we need to talk about one?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
No, it's okay. No, she's fine. It's totally fine. These things happen.
Hold on. I'm trying to find her, but she's not on page 1 anymore, so I'm having a hard time.
No, she's still on page 1. She's on page 1.
Is she?
Okay.
33rd, man.
All right.
She was?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, listen.
Just look at the rest of the scores around the front squat. Just look at the rest of the scores.
Yeah.
I just lost her. Anyway.
Test 1, 5th. We're talking about Haley Adams, by the way. Test 1, 5th.
If you didn't infer that.
Test 2, 3rd place. Test 3, 1st place. And then the front squat, 516th place.
Look.
And then test 5, 28th place. I mean, like, that's
all
like,
good.
She should have walked into 1st place.
Yeah.
Like, had it locked up by Sunday.
If she can get that, if she can just manage in like the next 2 years to get strong, she's gonna be something.
Just steroids. Just steroids.
Dude, ask Sam Briggs about how easy it is to get strong when you're the engine.
Sam Briggs was also 36 when she decided to like start being good at CrossFit.
Listen, Haley Adams, it's nothing personal with her. It's more my own personal shit of I like to be proven right. I genuinely would love to see her be successful. I would love to see her win the games. I am 100% rooting for her. This is just my own personal vendetta against my friends.
I have the same issue with Noah Olson.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, same. I'm with Dunk with the group chat the other day. She's still going to finish top 3 at the games. 100%.
Hey, listen, that'd be great. I just don't personally think that is reality.
I just think like 3 years in a row, like top 5, maybe you'll start to like talk nicely.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But then again, Dunk, maybe we could talk nicer about Noah Olson too.
No, we can't.
So. You absolutely should.
No.
But his hair is cultural appropriation though, so it's fine.
The men's side, North American men.
My man.
My boy Travis Mayer. I have him on my list.
This was crazy considering like the discussion we had on our power rankings. And then Travis Mayer just goes and messes around and wins the whole freaking thing.
The amount of shit you guys gave me for Travis Mayer, both of you.
No. The amount of shit we gave you for Cole Sager.
All right, well, Cole Sager was still 20th, all right?
Yeah, even then, yeah.
So, but really had the same problem as Haley Adams because he can't front squat for shit.
Yeah, he for an ex-football player, he does not have strong legs.
All right, so the 2 things that I see, Travis Mayer finishing 1, and then all 3 pan checks finishing in the top 10.
Freak show, dude.
Like, how does that happen?
And
family,
I did have high regards for Scott Panchik too, and he did finish second. That guy's
I did not.
Dude, that guy's on a revenge tour, man.
I hope so. I like Scott Panchik. I hope he wins. I'm rooting for him. He deserves it.
Vellner taking that 4 spot. Madero's taking 6. Great. Love it.
Noah taking 9th.
Chandler Smith in 12th.
Samuel Cornier. He was in the power rankings.
Yeah. And then this is what Ben Smith coming in 18th, man.
Doesn't he always finish well in the open, until he gets, at least for the last few years, until he gets to the games, and then it's
he
downhill.
He had to get the wild card the other year.
I think he was hurt though.
He had some knee problems or something.
But
I think in 40th.
Yeah. Hey, look, 40, man. He's still going to get in. This is not a forgiving arena for him. This whole online competition type thing. Let him get out there with the running and the strongman implements and that type of that he does. He's a games athlete, not an open athlete.
I agree, but I mean, it's set up well for him. Except he once again, he can't front squat either. So the front squat really messes things up for a lot of people,
which is weird. I mean, it's almost like it didn't mess things up for these athletes. What it did is it helped out a lot of mediocre athletes.
Yeah,
is I think really what it did, because I remember looking at this. So hold on, let me go back to Ben Smith, because I remember looking at his numbers. So Ben Smith's front squat, do you know what it is?
I'm gonna say 380.
That was close. 387 for a set of 4. That was good for 84th place.
Yeah, it doesn't pay to be like, all right, my front squat's going to be 430 pounds, because then you're going to be garbage at the rope climb workout, you know?
Right, exactly. So that's kind of, but then the crazy thing is, you go, I went to Noah Olson, who did 381. That dropped him to 133rd place. You know what I mean? So like I said, that it's kind of like a warped sort of thing where it's like the people that just were good squatters or just didn't kill themselves in the other squatting workouts or whatever, like they got rewarded on that front squat. It's still a good test. There's nothing wrong with the test. It just kind of threw a little bit of a wrench in the spokes of everything, you know?
There's only 2 people in the top 10 that finished in the top 50 for that workout.
Oh, really? That's a stat.
Justin Medeiros, 37th. He hit 402 for 4. Crazy. And then Tyler Christoffel. He hit 417.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, that's a stat though. That's a good stat.
Yeah, I mean, most of the top 10 were right around like the 60 to like 100 range. So,
now you caused me to lose it.
Apologize.
I had it. There were some key gentlemen on the outside looking in on the men's side. Did you guys see any of these?
I saw 2 that stuck out. What was the cutoff again?
I don't know, man. It's confusing. I guess 120.
Is it 120?
I don't know how it's going to work, because Canada has an event and there's 3 in the United States.
Oh, so you know what? I pulled this up earlier. Hold on. I've got it.
So on the men's side, there's a couple names that were left out that were kind of interesting. There's no Street Horner coming back, which surprised me. No Jason Carroll. So you're talking about Jason Carroll, a guy who's done an open announcement, did not qualify. And our guy, favorite of the show, Cody Anderson, did not qualify.
It's no gymnastics, man.
Yeah, but still, I feel like the rope climb workout should have been kind of his jam. The handstand workout. He's a good front squatter for like how small he is.
But that's kind of the tough thing with it, is like, for how small he is, he's good. But like I just showed you, if you get basically under 350, it's a bomb, right? Under 365, you bomb that workout.
Yeah, he's definitely strong for his size, but he can't compete with the big boys.
Right. So, and he's like a guy.
There's just no way.
I feel like he's like a weightlifter. You know what I mean? So if you throw him now into a speed ladder, and there's like a 1 rep max clean and jerk, like he's gonna have a fighter's chance. But something like that's just raw strength where you can take your time, warm up as long as you want, take as many warm up sets as long as you want. That you're just competing with, just guys that are just gonna be out of your league on that one.
So Cody Anderson did not make it because of test 3.
The wall balls.
Wall ball.
Yep. Finished 1200th in that workout.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy jeez. Talk about a bomb.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Did he accidentally add in like an extra digit on his score?
No, he finished it in 10:32.
Damn.
But he was like, he probably would have made it if he would have just kind of like chalked that workout at like, let's say 200th place. Because he was like 44th, 102nd, 230th, and then 122nd. So he would have been close to like that cutoff.
Wow.
Oh,
man, I'm still
Jeff Patzer surprised not making it either.
Jeff Patzer didn't make it.
No.
I'm sure we could scroll through and probably find some other names.
Yeah. Poor Patzer. Got to go back. Got to go back to the IT dungeon now. Poor guy.